Welcome to Ausseur&ViC Session 2 on Technology and Best Practices. We'll be tackling the subject water scarcity because it is a complex issue carrying reckless consequences. In order to tackle that subject, we ask ourselves three main questions. Why is water running out? Why is technology not enough? And why does it seem like an endless battle? Let's start from the beginning. 4 billion years ago, a finite volume of water gifted a third planet from the solar system. That planet is our planet. It's planet Earth. And with the fortunate conjunction of the sun as a primary source of energy, with a lot of time and with water, this planet has developed in a unique way. So let's pick up that beautiful planet. It is 4.54 billion years old and contains an approximate volume of 3.3 billion cubic kilometers of water. To deal with that volume in a simple way, let's just move it all into a jug of water. We now have a representation of all the water on Earth that goes back 4 billion years. So the jug is our scale, our planet's balanced system upon which climate, temperature, seasons, and overall existence is ruled. Since that date, nature has had its way, creating life and making it evolve to the point of roughly 500 million years ago as the landmark of life on Earth as we know it. We had a new glass representing all the water that serves all life forms. Time has passed by, species have come, species have gone, but one has made it through to become the dominant species, Homo sapiens, that is us. And about 20,000 years ago, that species stopped being a nomad and created agriculture. Creating agriculture reshaped forever the way of living, the landscape, and the relation towards all the other species on the planet. Up to the point that about 2 centuries ago, industrialization and growing urbanization grew the need for treated, potable water. These last two glasses represent what mankind needs to live, our modern and ever-evolving existence. Now, notice how it is difficult for water to move from the jug on the left to the glass on the right, but notice as well that the inverse movement is simple, immediate, and almost without any energy. When you flush a toilet, that water is no longer potable, but it can immediately join a river. The same with agricultural and industrial water. They will join the streams of flowing rivers, lakes, and aquifers, in some cases not in a pure form and threatening the life forms that live there. I will not be making the distinction between green water and blue water. So, scarcity. What is it then? The amount of water we need is proportionally very, very small and yet very difficult to get. So, where should it come from? We could get it directly from the jug by filtering seawater through desalination processes. We do that, but it's still very marginal. So, we could reduce the amount we need for irrigation and the industry. But it seems that the pressure on producing more food and more industrialization overruns any water reduction projects. We are therefore left with life, the place where we have all the easy-to-get water. But by using water from aquifers, rivers, lakes, reservoirs, and injecting it into our agricultural and industrial glass, as well as the potable glass, what are the consequences? Because a body cannot be in two places at the same time, it means that something is missing. Have you ever noticed a dry river or endangered species or close to extinction? Exactly. So water scarcity is that gap between taking away without balance. Of all the water mankind extracts, more than 70% is used in irrigation and 3 times more than 50 years ago. It is believed that by 2050 the global water demand for agricultural and industry needs is estimated to increase by at least 20%. But globally, water is sufficient to produce food for a growing and wealthier population. But continuance with today's water management practices will lead to major crises in our planet. Moreover, most of the times the crisis bursts where water is being scarce, not where it is being wrongly used. In conclusion, continuing to live with no changes to our lifestyle, insisting to use the same processes over and over again, and carelessly using the resource will definitely forge major crises on the make that will have daring and unforeseen consequences, where uncontrolled forces will ultimately shape our future. So replying to our opening questions. Why is water running out? Well, because mankind is failing, to a point, to perform on the way the resource is managed and therefore used and shared across the planet. Why is technology not enough? Because we need to associate processes and methodologies to technology, a bit like the modern smartphones. From a technology standpoint, they are fabulous, but to create the disruptive revolution that we have witnessed, it was required to modify the complete process of using the phone, along with the significant changes that were brought to the supporting infrastructure. The water cycle needs a similar revolution. Why does it seem like an endless battle? Well, because so far we keep on doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results. Where should we start then? Well, we should start by valorizing your data. Knowing what you have will leapfrog you on the way you look at this gigantic challenge. Enhance and correlate that data to find meaningful information. Adapt your organization to the use of technology. Don't adapt technology to fit your organization or your current methods. Make sure you use your talent to think out of the box. And involve the community you serve. Reporting and being transparent may be frightening, at least at first, but it is truly an act of leadership. And that is what we need to successfully fight water scarcity. Your leadership. Dare to leave your imprint. Contact us for further information. Thank you for watching.